Get this, a dating site for anti-vaxxers called Unjected.
Unjected has been removed from the Apple App Store.
While 47% say the unvaccinated make me upset or angry.
I wish that he would go further to restrict the activities of the unvaccinated.
Unvaccinated guy who gobbled horse goo? Rest in peace, Wheezy.
The Unjected Show with your hosts, Shelby Thompson, Heather Pyle, Scott Armstrong, and Zach Brown. Call 1-833-3-UNJECT, extension 888. That's 1-833-386-5328, extension 888. Lines are open now. The Unjected Show is intended for an adult audience and may contain explicit material. User discretion is advised.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Unjected Show. It's me, Heather. Got the beautiful Miss Shelby chiming in tonight, and then we also have Scott. We are missing our comedian of the hour. Zach is.
We're missing Zach this evening.
Yeah, he's kind of a pussy. He's kind of a pussy. Yeah, he couldn't make it. No, I'm just kidding. That's the inside joke. It's the inside joke.
That one's for you, Zach.
Yeah, that one's for you, Zach. You know what we mean. Much love, brother. Much love, brother. But apparently Zach's traveling right now, so he's not gonna be able to make it tonight. But we're just gonna be hilarious on our own. I think we can do it.
I think we're up to the challenge.
Oh yeah. What's up, Zoe? Zoe's in the chat. Zoe's my good friend out in Oregon. We actually went on quite the journey together. We traveled across the country because we both fled Oregon, but she ended up staying in Texas. But she ended up having to go back to Oregon for some bullshit. But I kept pushing on and made it to Tennessee. But anyway, so shout out to Zoe in the chat. So,
Zoe.
Ladies, what's going on? What's going on? How was your week?
Well, it was good. I mean, actually, so the reason we're separate tonight, you guys, is because there's a flash flood everywhere. That's really what's been going down. So the island is like in torrential downpour. So Heather's, you're at home tonight.
So we're having some separation anxiety.
Apparently so, but we're gonna make it work. Yes, we're just on the go, improving our technology as we go. So everybody listening and watching right now, we have some exciting announcements that we're gonna be rolling out here in the next week or so. But we also are gonna try something new tonight, and I feel like we could break ground on this new format that I don't know I've ever seen this before, but
I've never seen it. So I'm stoked.
Yeah, but it's kind of been born out of us trying to make the best show possible and trying to improve technology and try to give you guys the best show possible. So, those of you that tuned in last week, it was like that ringer. We couldn't figure out the ringer situation.
Yeah, the ringer.
We're taking steps to overcome that. So in the meantime, we're like, how about we do this? How about we just instead of having like a call-in show, how about we have like people video in?
Can also video call in.
Dude.
All the types of call-ins.
Mind blowing.
Yeah. So we can bring people on the show as like it'll be like a caller. It'll be like, hey caller, you're on the air, but you're gonna be like on video on the show. Yeah. So if you want to, you guys take a moment right now, get your background all dialed in and fancy, Get your hair poofed.
Get your ring light on.
Get your ring light on and call into the show. And we'll tell you how to do that here in just a little bit. But so we decided to do something a little bit different as well. So right now we are streaming on YouTube. And we were having some discussions about that because episode 1 got taken down within the first day, which is really weird because the Peter McCullough episode is still up right now. What do you guys think of that?
That one's still up?
Yep.
That's interesting to me.
Yep. So what do you guys think about that? How was your experience talking to McCullough last week?
Dr. McCullough, you know what? That was hands down one of my most honored moments of my life. He's so distinguished, so incredible, so intelligent. And he really, it's kind of tragic because he really sums it up exactly the way you need to hear it as, shit is getting bad out there.
Yeah.
And it might get worse, and be careful. All in one, wrapped up on a bow. Dr. McCullough's, love you.
Yeah, much love.
It was like a ton of knowledge coming at you.
Yeah, exactly. It was a fun episode, and McCullough was a good sport. He had you know, he was just a great sport, fielding some of the difficult questions. And
Couple
stuff,
of COVID deniers in
that's
there.
all right. That's all right. Hey, I have no idea.
We're all welcome.
I have no idea. You know, like I actually went into.
Anyway.
You know what? I want to invite everybody to join the Unjected Telegram chat. The link's in the description. You can get in there and chat. And I went in there and I had a conversation with some of those folks afterwards. Like, I honestly don't know. I've gone down that rabbit hole quite a bit. I've read several books about the idea of terrain theory versus germ theory, and I resonate with a lot of the terrain theory stuff. Like, I am almost all the way convinced that there aren't, or that viruses are not exactly what we've been sold, just like everything else. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or it's a combination of both. You know what I mean? And so I love having those conversations, but you know, you gotta be diplomatic in some situations, and just like, you know, you're gonna like calling people anyway, whatever. Without going down that rabbit hole, man, I had a blast. I love McCullough so much. You know, I had the fortune of meeting him the next day at the Reawaken America tour, so we hung out a little bit, and got to meet him in person. So that was a really cool follow up to that awesome conversation. But
love that,
ladies, I just gotta say, like, I feel like we have something really special going on here. Like, this show is just, this has been a true honor to be a part of this project, and I feel like there's a lot of cool stuff in the works here.
Well, that's I love doing
definitely.
I'm looking forward to this every Friday.
Every Friday, folks. I hope you guys are too. You know, make sure you're subscribed to Rockfin. So Rockfin is going to be the primary place where we're going to stream. So if you're watching this later, if you head over to rockfin.com/unjected and subscribe, and then just join us every Friday night at 9.
You know what? Where are all the places we're streaming? We should tell everybody.
Right now, we are streaming on Twitch, YouTube, but that's what I was going to say, is that we're going to cut the YouTube feed about 10 minutes in, like Jason Burmis style, and direct everybody over to Rockfin so that we can have our free speech and not burn our channel down right away.
Come on over, YouTube,
so
folks.
come on over. So you guys, if you're on YouTube right now watching, hop over to Rockfin, ROKFIN.com/unjected. And we're also streaming on Twitter and Odyssey and Twitch. I don't know much about Twitch, but anyway, we're building out the infrastructure of the show. We're figuring out different ways. I know Rumble has a good live stream service, but you pay like $10 a month for that, which I do on my other show. But you know, we'll figure out all this stuff. Gab TV, I know, has a streaming service. I think, or I don't know. But anyway,
I feel like there's so many. There's just endless.
Yeah. So we'll figure all that out. But right now, really, the main flagship is Rockfin, and I've always had a lot of love for the guys over and the gals over at Rockfin and all the work that they do to preserve free speech. But
yeah. And so you guys know, the lines are open too.
Okay.
So maybe let's put the number across the
let's
screen.
do it. Do you have the slider? Do you have the slider on?
I've got the slider on.
Or slider down. We want the slider down.
Yeah, slider all the way down.
So you guys
all the way down.
We're working with me here.
Okay.
But here's the number, you guys.
There it is.
So remember, 1-833-86-5328, extension 888. But remember, right now, until we get our new call system going on, when we're on the phone with someone, just wait until we're finished up with our conversation to jump in the queue. Otherwise, it'll just hang up on you. So that's the one thing that we're working on fixing for the future shows, is that we'll actually be able to queue all of you. And so, you know, we can have 4 or 5 callers up in the line and have somebody actually answer and put you in the spot. But for now, if someone's giving us a jingle, just gotta wait your turn.
Hang tight.
Yep. And we got Colleen in the chat too. She was talking about fearing the weather. Like, she was having some weather. We were talking earlier this week. She's one of my all-time favorite
Where is she?
listeners and supporters. She's in on the East Coast. She's in the East Coast.
Oh,
yeah.
Cold.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, guys, phone lines are open. But I will also tell you the secret place where to find the StreamYard link if you want to join via video. So if you're on Rockfin, and I guess it is on the YouTube, but we're going to cut the YouTube here. I see Edgar's watching on YouTube. Edgar, you got to hop over to the Rockfin, man. I'm going to cut this stream here in just a second. But anyway, if you guys go to the episode description and scroll all the way to the very bottom, you'll see a StreamYard link. And if you click that link, it's going to open you up and bring you into the studio here, and you can be on the show. So
yeah, come up by and chat with us.
Yep. So go to rockfin.com/unjected, find the link to the show, hop in the show, scroll all the way to the bottom of the episode description. Let me just double check that it's there. Yeah, it is. Join StreamYard.com. Bam.
Oh, perfect.
There you go. So and then you will pop up in my little green room here.
Oh, we're getting a call.
We're gonna call. Bring him on.
It looks like Oregon's giving us a jingle.
Oh, geez. All right, slide her up.
All right. Thanks for calling the Unjected show. Who we got on tonight?
I heard buttons.
Hi, this is Zoe Smith.
It's Zoe. What's up, Zoe?
Hey.
Hi.
How the heck are you?
On the video, I was like, wait, what's going on? Hey, how's it going? Hi, Shelby. Hi, Heather.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Hey, yeah, Zoe. It's so nice to talk to you. Are you on speakerphone or?
Yeah, I'm on speakerphone. Do I need to take it off speakerphone?
Yeah, I would say if you could just put it up to, it makes it a little more clear.
Is that better?
Yeah, way better, way better. Yeah. So what's going on?
How am I doing
Zoe?
now? Okay.
Oh, you're
Beautiful.
perfect. Zoe, what's going on? Give us a boots on the ground
I
report
am.
from Oregon.
Yeah, what's going on over there?
Yeah, so I'm in Canby right now, taking care of my dad. My mom flew to California to see the grandkids. So, yeah, I'm actually like within the circle of hell that is Portland.
Oh, no.
And they live under a 5G tower. So I'm really glad I'm actually not doing the video this week because I look like I may be from India or something. I have this hoodie over my head. I have like EMF gear on from head to toe to protect myself from this death tower.
Darn it.
So yeah.
Oh, man.
Zoe, where do you get your EMF protective clothing from?
Yeah.
That's so funny. I was just going to ask that same
Matt
question.
Landman.
Yes.
Tell us about Matt Landman. Fellow Oregonian.
So Matt Landman was at Manifest. Yep, Oregonian from Southern Oregon. He came out for the first night of Manifest, which Scott here, your man, helped organize in Oregon. And we put on the Frankenskies documentary that night. And actually, he gave me a free DVD.
That's awesome. Yeah, I want to encourage everybody to go check out that movie. It's called Frankenskies. You can find it on like BitChute and pretty much everywhere, or Frankenskiesthemovie.com, I believe it is. But it's a great red pill to kind of educate people about weather manipulation. Like you can't go wrong with that. Like he doesn't like, it's just like he basically showcases all of the research and science, and he doesn't even narrate. It's all just their videos and their footage of, and it's just so anybody that wants to go down that rabbit hole, Frankenstein is a great movie. So Matt's a good dude. I know he's a good buddy and he does awesome work. So yeah. Zoe, what's it like out on the dating scene out there in Oregon, the unvaccinated dating scene?
Oh God. So as you know, I went through a pretty brutal divorce at the beginning of 2020. I didn't really jump into the dating game till maybe about a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a rough go. I heard Scott's kind of update about the upcoming Unjected show, and he said it's kind of been a shit show on his end. And I gotta say, yeah, it's been a shit show on my end also.
Yeah.
I did the first person I met in the Freedom Cell community was someone I went to write a song with. And I wrote a parody called Lies Corona with this person. But then it became apparent that he wasn't just trying to write music. He was trying to do something else. And I wasn't into that. So that got kind of creepy real quick. And I called it a day. And then when I made it back to Oregon, I was actually really flattered because I had met this libertarian drummer, phenomenal drummer. And when I was in Oregon before, I headed out to Texas to try and get out of the state, which I'm still trying to do. But I ended up going to band practice, and they had like a song, a ballad that they were working on, and they needed a female vocalist to do one part of it. So I kind of stepped in, I did some ad lib, and they really liked what I did, but I had no idea until I came back to Oregon and I reconnected because, well, long story short, I thought that sex was required for me to be in the band. So there was like a long hiatus, even though I kind of made it clear that that was not what I was about. So I was like invited back to band practice, and they kept my song and they were performing my song. They've been practicing my song for 6 months without me even knowing about it.
Well, that's a little flattering.
So that was really cool.
Yeah, that must have been cool to hear it. Like,
yeah.
Like a finished product. Amazing.
Yeah, no, it was really cool. It was flattering. But then the whole sex thing kind of ruined the band. It almost broke up entirely because
it broke up the band.
I wouldn't do a guy. Yeah, so.
Dang it.
Shit show.
Darn it. That's when sex gets in the way.
Right?
Yeah,
it
as
happens.
it tends to do.
Huh?
Sex can get in the way sometimes. That happens.
I'm sure that
It
happens
kind
a
of
lot.
can. Yeah.
It's happened a lot in history for sure. Oh man,
You know,
especially
like
probably
in
in
the industry.
bands,
Yeah.
especially
Yeah.
music industry.
Yeah.
So you said you were looking to leave Texas. Where's the next journey you're on to? Do you know yet?
At the moment, I want to get the hell out of Oregon.
Right, right.
So I think I'm going to go back. I signed up to do a workaway and I found an off-grid community. At least one of the hosts, the one that I'm going to, is not vaccinated. And it said in the feedback, this person believes in their immune system. And that made me think that I need to go down there.
Yeah.
And they're building a tiny house to live off grid. And I have a tiny house that I've been renovating to get it ready to go off grid. So I may go down there and see if I can't find some land and do that myself.
Cool.
That's
sounds
awesome. Yeah, that's way cool.
Definitely post on unjected.com. We have a social feed there, and we have lots of members in Oregon and in Texas. So, you know, if you're also wanting to, you know, connect further, you might be able to find some more friends and resources on there too. But yeah, that sounds great. That's what everyone needs to do, is get more off grid. Absolutely.
Sounds great. Shoot, Zoe. Well, shoot. Thank you. That's awesome. That's so good to hear your update. And then, I guess, hey, tell us about the book you're writing.
Awesome.
Oh yeah. Okay. I want to tell you one other thing too.
Okay.
Since you're from Eugene, Scott.
Yeah.
Okay. So I joined the Unjected chat on Telegram. Yeah. And one of the first, I got trolled like right away. I think like they hate me there. One of the first comments I got was, "Do you use a toilet or a litter box?" And I was just like, what the hell kind of question is that? Do people actually ask this now? Like,
I don't understand.
How insane have we gotten? Okay, so I have confirmation. There are litter boxes in classes in Eugene.
Oh,
yes, they're everywhere. Yes. Yeah.
For the kids that identify as cats, is that the deal?
Yes.
This is what we're
like a real
cat.
It's a real thing. I actually
Cat-like?
just talked to clients the other day, and they told me the same thing. Their daughter's a teacher, and she said there's a litter box
Where's
in her
Zach in
classroom
the pussy
because
joke
there
when
is a
you-
little boy peeing in the corner, thinks he's a cat.
Yep.
That is wrong. That's wrong,
Wild.
you guys. You just
Well,
can't you just can't make me think that ever is gonna be all right. No.
That's wild. That's wild. Okay, yeah, I don't. I mean, that's Oregon for you. I mean, that just signifies the collapse. I mean, we have reached the end times, the decadency. It's like people have like lost any sort of connection with what it even means to be human, and now they're looking for other ways to like. It's just so like we're just like maybe it all does need to collapse and fall and crush. You know, maybe it does, but that's okay. You know,
I know that just makes me think. Oh, okay, this is survival of the fittest, and they're absolutely not going to survive if they don't even know.
Yep.
Their reproductive parts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm writing a book. I know. I thought it was funny when it originally came out, and then it's gone from super funny to oh my god, this is the end of time.
It's a real thing. Yeah. Zoe, what's your book about?
It's called My Life in the Thrill Kill Medical Cult.
Wow.
And what I do in the book, I go through kind of
tell us
my life before I joined the cult.
Yeah.
What? Like the cult
I talk about how,
like the medical system.
Yes, the entire medical establishment. So I was a medical coder during the pandemic. So I saw like all of the cases that were coming into the hospital, all the numbers that they were putting up. I saw that the hospitals were ghost towns during the beginning when they were saying they were full.
Wow.
When they were saying that hospitals were full, that is when we were getting furloughed and they were cutting people and firing people and shutting down parts of the hospital and then locking patients outside, making it so people could not have support people in there, even if they were demented, which was against their own policy. When they started experimenting on people, that's something that we should have been coding as medical research studies. And I asked management if we were doing that, and they said no. I talk about the money incentives I even set it up with like how I was primed to be able to see this as it was rolling out during the pandemic, because I was experimented on myself. I faced female medical castration before the pandemic. I had multiple surgeries for it. I went through hormone treatment, which was awful. And I talk about all of that and how it like made me lose faith in the medical system even before the pandemic rolled out. And just, having lost faith in the system and understanding, that they can actually put things in your body and not tell you about it. And that's standard of practice. And they don't give informed consent. Some doctors don't even know what informed consent would be because they don't know the risks themselves. Like, for instance, my surgeon was about to do a surgery that could have cut the nerves to make it so I couldn't have an orgasm anymore. He didn't even know that. I had to talk to another physician and do my own research and present that to the doctor. He would not take my word for it. He would only take another physician's word for it.
Wow. That's crazy.
It's medical negligence. And, I think that's one of the leading causes of death in the United States every year.
Yeah.
It's just, negligence. And there it is right there. Exactly what you're describing. What's the title to your book, Zoe?
My Life in the Thrill Kill Medical Cult.
That's right. Okay, great.
Yeah. Coming soon, folks. Coming soon.
What a title.
Great.
Yep. We'll have to, you have a Telegram group as well. Tell us about your Telegram group and then.
I do. Let me check the, I think it's just t.me Thrill Kill Medical Cult, but let me double check it.
Okay. Cool.
Wow.
Hey, Shelby, can you bring
I think you can just
slider
search
down just a little bit on the Bluetooth? There you go. Just a little bit. Just like maybe like
it's
maybe a little higher, a little higher.
t.me/
There you go.
It's t.me/ Thrill Kill Medical Cult.
Okay, perfect.
Right on.
Thank you.
Well, everybody
All right.
jump in there
Check
and then
that out, everyone.
Yep, once it comes out, we'll have you on and promote and all that. Promote.
Absolutely.
So, cool.
Yep,
cool,
and
cool.
I'm almost done. I wrote the last chapter in the book. I'm just kind of finishing up some cleanup.
Congrats.
Good job.
That's amazing.
Awesome.
Well, shoot, Zoe. Well, thank you
Thanks
so much.
Great to meet you.
Yeah. Stay in touch. All right.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Thanks for calling
Yep.
in.
Thanks for having me on.
No problem.
Bye,
Have a good
Zoe.
night. Peace.
Bye.
All right. Bam.
Yep.
Yeah, that's my homie Zoe. Like we drove across country together. Like we were taking
I apologize because I'm just going out of frame for 1 second. I forgot to plug in my computer. So
that might be helpful. That might be helpful.
You're
good. So all right, folks. So we got I know that there were some folks trying to call in, so now would be a great time.
Yeah, we actually had somebody from Tennessee I saw. So you can
really?
try that again.
Interesting.
And then I saw someone call in as well that came from our own number. And I think when that happens, it might be somebody from out of country. So you could also try us back again too. Maybe that's Canada.
Okay, so go ahead and call in, you guys. Or like I said, pop in on the video chat. Pop in and be the first.
Yes. Who wants to be the
video
first?
caller? Yes, exactly. So if you go to the rockfin.com/unjected. Oh, while we're doing that, you guys, okay, let's do this too. YouTube, it's been really fun. It's been nice knowing you. We probably
like 100 chords.
We probably said something that might get this taken off already. We were trying to keep it clean, but that's all right. Have fun. I hope you guys' myocarditis clears up soon and you can join the rest of humanity. But bye YouTube. All right, bye.
Bye.